Hello, my sewing friends. Today is Mother's Day, and I would love to wish every single mother out there a happy Mother's Day. If you are a mother in a different capacity, if you're a caregiver, happy Mother's Day. I hope today is sun-filled, relaxing, restful, peaceful, all of the things for you on this special Sunday. I got to spend some time with my son, and now it's me time. So I decided to do a video sharing the very second make in my color purple sewing series. So if you would like to see that make, hear about the details, hear about all the other stuff going on in my life, please stay tuned. Hey y'all, so it's been a while. I have turned a whole new age. My birthday passed. It was the same week as Frottels. Went to my first Frottels. And yeah, now it's Mother's Day. So I was like, you know what? I gotta do a video because it's like big things are passing. And I'm like, before you know it, I'm gonna have to make a 3-hour video for you guys to catch up. So we are covering the second piece in my color purple sewing series. This was a very fun piece to make, and it was by McCalls, and it is pattern 7801. Sorry, I'm not good with memorizing pattern numbers unless I absolutely love it and use it 500 times. So yeah, I used McCalls 7801. This pattern was a very peaceful make to make, if that makes sense. A make to create. I actually created this, might have been like a month and a half ago, and I couldn't find the time to photograph it and share it formally. So it's just been sitting in my closet, and I thought today would be a great day to pull it out and wear it. This was an easy make, but it did take a lot of time. So let's get into it. So with this, I chose this make specifically because I needed a inspiration look for Shug Avery in the color purple. Remember, my sewing series is based off the color purple movie, and I didn't want to do exact replicas. I just wanted to kind of do like inspiration make. So when I thought of Shug Avery in the movie, of course, Shug Avery is glamorous. Everything about her is glamorous, and she's the epitome of confidence and charm. So I knew I wanted to make something that was very just, statement. I've been holding on to this pattern for a while. When I first found it, I was like, I'm making this pattern today. It's one of my favorite patterns. One of my favorite patterns that I have never made. I have a lot of patterns that are like that, where I'm like, this is my favorite pattern, but I've never made it. So I was like, you know what? Let's make this pattern. Let's stop making a habit of favoriting patterns that I haven't even made yet, and let's make it. So I got the fabric from Fine Fabrics, as I have shared, but before, I got majority of all the fabrics that I use for this collection from Fine Fabrics. This fabric, I can't tell you anything about it. If you know anything about Fine Fabrics, I know a lot of people got to go there with Frottels this past weekend. Fine Fabrics is a lot. It's a lot. And if you ever talk to the people who work there, who know me well, they don't really know their fabrics. It's no diss to them, but it's just, you're not gonna get that vibe of like, oh, this is like a 95% viscose fit. It's just not. That's not. If you're looking for that, you're not gonna get it there. You just go off the look and the feel of the fabric. As far as the contents, I can't tell you. So that is it for this fabric. I strictly went off the fact that I was looking for purple fabrics. This one caught my eye because it has a iridescent effect. It has like a greenish bluish tint. If you look at it in the sun, even if you're not looking at it in the sun, you can kind of like, if I hold it a certain way, you can kind of see that like iridescent, almost like mermaid. That's what it reminds me of. As far as the quality of fabric, that's always hit or miss with fine fabrics as well. And I think that's because of this type of fabric specifically. It's the type of fabric that frays, it comes apart easily, is loosely woven. So it was just like I had to do a whole lot of French seams. That's what I did for the inside of this make. I had to, like, on the pieces of it where I forgot to French seam, I had to like double fold it to make sure that no loose ends were out, because it just frays like crazy, like frayed to the point where it was like ate up, you know how it kind of like, I say ate up, it kind of like creates like its own like layer that you have to cut off because it's all messed up. So yeah, I had to sew this one quickly because this was the type of fabric that if you let it sit for too long, you might not have any fabric to come back to, especially if it's already cut, you know. Would I make it again? I would definitely make it again. I think I would use a lighter fabric. This fabric, although thin and kind of translucent, not necessarily see-through, like I don't have to wear anything under it, but it was so it was thin, but it was also had a stiffness to it. It didn't have a lot of I'm losing the word, y'all. It's been a day, and not what's the word, not flow. It didn't have a lot of oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm missing the word, but pretty much the word I'm talking about is when the fabric has a I can't think of the word. I will put it in here if I think of it, but it has a flow to it. So it doesn't have that. It kind of sticks out. You see how it kind of sticks out awkwardly sometimes. And I like that for the ruffle part of it, the flounce part, but other parts you don't want to stick away from it. Like the stomach area, I don't want to stick away from the body. When you become a mom, your worst fear is like someone thinking you're pregnant. I'm like, please don't think that. So I like things to flow against the body, not stick out from the body. So yeah, that's the one thing I would change, is making sure that I just have a fabric that has more flow to it. As far as any modifications, I did have to add to the sleeve. The sleeve was tight in the underarm area, so I did have to add to the sleeves just to give myself some extra room. I did add to the length of the dress as well as the length of the sleeves because I'm a tall girl. Yeah, we're long out here, so I did have to do that just for the length that I prefer. It would have been fine if I had enough added any length, but I did want that like T length for this type of dress. Was there any other things? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, for the belt I did add interfacing. I won't do that with the next one. I was looking for more like a stiff look for this belt because of the fabric. But next time I want like an easy breezy flow to the dress. So I will definitely probably not use the interfacing in the belts. So yeah, that was pretty much it for this make. It was an easy make. I will be making again, as I said before. The only quirks, I like to add this little part, the little defects, I call them, about the dress is I don't like how they split the flounce. Like, given I know it would have been a huge pattern piece to cut, but the flounce is in two different pieces. It's a back and a front flounce, and it creates this little, like, I don't know, it's not doing right. Like, I have to kind of like make it look right, because it kind of throws it off. And I just wish they had to let's just connect them and keep it easy. Like, why we got that going on? Yeah, so it's not as obvious. Of course, we are our biggest skeptics. It's not as obvious as I'm making it seem, but it is obvious to me. So maybe the next time I'll just close this little slit part and connect it, because like, what is this? It's like, it gets on my nerves. Like, once I adjust it correctly, it doesn't bother me, but it's just like, what? Yeah, so that is the second make of the Color Purple series. I hope you enjoy the pictures that I will be showing throughout the video. And please follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. I have posted videos and pictures over there as well. I will be coming back to you very, very soon with a birthday / Frontales video. My birthday was May 3rd. Frontales was May 4th. It was a great weekend to have a birthday. Unfortunately, I got sick that Sunday because I was doing emotional. I was like, we're gonna talk about the dress I sold for Fronto. Yeah, that's what got me sick. That's what got me sick. But we will talk about that in the next video. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, please. Follow me on the other platforms that I am on. Instagram at Sally and Sam Style, TikTok at Where Threads Come True. And until next time.